In this episode, let us understand how to change your habits and rewire your mind. This is the second step to control the modifications of the mind. Do stick around till the end for an amazing exercise on how to do it. Without any further delay, let's get started. The 13th sutra is Tatra Sthitau Yatno Bhyasaha, which means continuous effort to keep them, that is chitta and vritti, restrained, is practice. So we understood what non-attachment is. Now let us understand what practice is. Before we even understand what practice or what the phenomenon of practice means, let us understand why we should practice. Practice is definitely a personal aspect of life. We all have a style attached to it. Sometimes we practice based on several inspirations in our lives, and sometimes we practice because of our own experiences in life. This explains why we practice, but still there is something missing in it. There is a lack of depth in it. So let us understand this a little deeper with a comparison. Thoughts, words, and deeds are like pulsations on the lake called mind. Pulsations might stop, but the impressions remain. These impressions are called imprints that stay in us. And most of us choose to call these imprints as habits. Habits are like vibrations in us that defines us time to time. And we also should understand that some habits are less troublesome than others. Then the common sense question is, how do you troubleshoot these troublesome habits? The only way to counter these tormenting, troublesome habits is by replacing it or by bringing in good and pleasant habits. It is as simple as removing the muddy water in a glass with an overflow of clean and pure water. Simple, isn't it? The process of overflow of clean water in this example is nothing but practice. Practice is constant repetition of a desired action. In other words, practice is to take responsibility of your life and responsibility of your character. Your character is culmination of all your actions and all your habits. And same is true with your problems. Your problems is culmination of all the deeds and all the patterns in your life. So doing positive deeds and thinking positive thoughts and speaking that which makes you feel happy and good reforms your behavior and transforms your life. In a modern day parlance, we call these good deeds and good thoughts as affirmations, visualizations, routines, sometimes visiting an ashram or sometimes even going to a therapist just to get some overview and absorb some positivity. One more thing to note here is Sage Patanjali explains practice as a continuous effort. It is not something you do today and rest for a week. It is continuous effort. We all expect magical quick fixes, but there is nothing called quick fix in life. Scientifically, a new neural pathway of a new habit to develop and stabilize takes 10,000 repetitions. On a rough timeline, it is 3 to 6 months. Therefore, more you surrender to time, more mastery time delivers to you. Now the obvious question is, how do you rewire and create better habits? Here, let me share 2 effective exercises. The first one is very simple. Every day spend at least 20 to 30 seconds focusing on a good and positive experience. Just get completely absorbed in it. For example, if you're taking a walk in a garden, make sure that you enjoy the nature and get absorbed in the nature. Become one with it. Trust me, my friend, this does a lot to the biology of your brain and also helps your mind to help you and support you in the journey of transformation. The second point to note is consistency and repetition is the key. The new habit that you want to cultivate should have a stickiness attached to it. You need to get sticky with it. What do I mean by stickiness? It is to try and involve all your 5 senses. It is to focus on the emotions, feelings, and sensations in the body. This involvement helps your brain and mind retain the information and retain the new programming. Because when you focus on how and what you emote, the progress in the journey becomes extremely vivid. Remember, repetition and consistency is the key. This is it for this episode. Good luck to all the new habits that you wish to develop and practice. Celebrate life and celebrate living wherever you are. See you all in the next one. Until then, peace.